Thank you very much, Mercy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for everyone. I would like to, of course, thank Dr. Edgar Makano, President of IFFS, Professor Olatubu Ashiru, the President of Africa Reproductive Care Society, and be one of the first African IVF expert, if not the first. And of course, all our esteemed guests and partners who are with us today. Today, we are for the second year, marking the World Fertility Awareness Month through our second online World Infertility Awareness Summit, WIAS, in partnership with IFFS and ARCS, Africa Reproductive Care Society, together with Merck Foundation. And this is very important and actually very helpful and very beneficial. Last year, when we've done our summit and was preceded by our press conference, like this year, there's a lot of media coverage happened to raise awareness about infertility, especially in Africa. Since we had this press conference with our media representative from more than 50 countries in Africa, we've done this again this year, and we believe very much in the critical role that media plays to eradicate the stigma of infertility, empower infertile women and infertile couples through access to information and awareness and change of mindset. But of course, not only this, but also we are doing a very important step, and actually you can call it revolution, you can call it history in the making, you can call it transformation of fertility care in Africa. We provided more than 490 scholarships for African doctors from more than 39 countries, between 39 and 40, I'm not sure, but 39 as per 2 days ago, because this is increasing every day. For fertility specialty training, for embryology, for sexual and reproductive care, it's a 1-year diploma and 2-year master degree for sexual and reproductive care. So it's actually the impact of the graduates that we had seen and we measured. It's an amazing, to the extent that in many countries they started to advocate to establish the first IVF, public IVF. For example, I was last month in Burundi with Her Excellency the First Lady of Burundi, who's also ambassador of More Than a Mother, a campaign to inaugurate the first public IVF in Burundi. It is frog leaping because you could have imagined that this could happen maybe after 20 years, but it just happened this year. So it's an amazing. But not only that, we also helped to train the staff of the first public IVF in Rwanda, and there's another one is going to be established by our trainees as well. We trained the first staff of the first public IVF in Ethiopia, and the trainees as well now established already one in the private sector, and another one is going to be established this year. So it's amazing improvement of access to equitable and quality fertility care. In Niger, we had already trained the staff of the first public IVF in Niger. And many more will come, I'm sure, because when you have trained the first fertility specialist, the first embryologist in many countries, they never had before you started this activity or this capacity building program, they never had fertility specialists before. So the infertile couple, of course, they don't have access even to awareness, information, what to do, but also they don't have access to be treated with their local experts. If they have money, they can travel, and even this is not practical. Most of them, they don't have. So it was a great impact. We are happy with it, and we are going to continue. That's why I said the numbers will change per day. And we always sending either enrolling on the online or sending for clinical training. Every 3 months we sending to clinical training. This is about scientific education or medical education or clinical training, but also, as I said, we worked with more than 20 first ladies in African countries as ambassadors of More Than a Mother, and they are doing great awareness activities and awareness campaigns on their social media, on their media platforms, in the events they have with their public. So they are very enthusiastic. They are very understanding of the multitude of the issue. And it's not only a medical issue, it's also social issue, because if you are talking about average, 1 every 4 couples are infertile in Africa. It's 25% of the young people or the population on the productive age. They are suffering with this, with a scar, with stigma, with emotional distress, with pressure. Many of the women, as we know, suffer the emotional and physical and psychological violence because of the pressure of the society, because they don't understand it's not a normal condition. It can be treated like diabetes and hypertension. It is a stigma, and everyone blames a woman only for it. So the society fabric is scarred, and if we are not start to raise awareness either through platforms like this, or through the social media, or through websites, or through media, or even children's storybooks like we did and we distributed on children in school, which is called David's Story, where is also we transferred to animation and cartoon film, talking about how the infertility can affect men and women, how women and men should respect each other, whether they have children or not. It's improve and emphasize on the family values of love and respect, things like that. It's very important because you help create a culture shift, and you don't wait until the children are older and already form their mindset, but you have to shape that since a young age. And this is very, very important. We also have things to improve and support girls' education, because when that girl educated, she also prevent or end the child marriage, or the child marriage is being controlled, and she has also access to information to know her rights, her sexual rights, her reproductive rights, and she can feel that she's a reproductive member in society. So if she doesn't have children anymore, it doesn't mean that it's the end of it, because she is more than a mother. She's an educated member in the society and reproductive member in society. So this is very important. We've done also a lot of things that try to improve the understanding of the community, encourage girls to continue their education, like Rescue Jacqueline and Ride into the Future stories. So these things, and of course, as whoever follow Merck Foundation, you see, even we collaborated with artists and singers, and we done movies and films, and we had the Best Film Award, the Best Song Award, the Best Fashion Award, all to try to break the infertility stigma and messages about it, and raise awareness about male infertility, so it goes to the community at all levels. I don't want to be longer than this, because there is a lot of very esteemed partners and speakers. They have the opportunity to talk, but also I would like to welcome the Merck Foundation alumni and all the reproductive care specialists and IVF specialists that they are joining us online to listen to us. And I would like to encourage them to apply. Still, the closing date is not yet for the best research, Mars Merck Africa Research Summit. We have done in partnership with IFFS and ARCS to select the best research with regards to fertility care, IVF, and reproductive care research. So you can have the opportunity to have training and also to be attending the World Summit of IFFS this year. So this also, it's another activity or another program to encourage and support and build capacity in research with specific focus on women's health and reproductive care. Thank you very, very much. And thank you for all, and wish you a great time with us today.